All right, as you've seen from the intro, we are doing this look today, and before we do the look, we need to unbox the goods. Don't mind my hair, actually didn't come out how I wanted it to. I don't know what she got going on. Maybe tomorrow it'll look better. Got me a pair of scissors. Let me open up this box. It actually came a lot quicker than I expected. If you watched my previous video where I used Jefree Star's Blood Sugar palette, then you would know that I kind of gave it a time frame of like a week and a half, and I actually ordered it last week Friday and got it yesterday Friday, so it took about a week to get here. Yeah, OMG, this packaging. OMG. Okay, so here is one, and then here is another, like another box in a box. We got this little iconic postcard photo right here of Jefree and Shane. Now let's open this box. Of course I know what it is because I know what I ordered, and if you've seen any other unboxing videos, then you probably know what it is too. This is my first ever item of this kind from Jefree Star. I have always wanted one and never bought one, and I honestly love the one that I got or was finally able to get. I know, right? Stop talking about it, show it. You guys, this is huge. I did get a hand mirror. OMG, this is huge. This is a lot bigger than what I expected. Like, it really does take up my whole face. I'm obsessed. So I've always wanted a handheld mirror from Jefree Star, and I finally got one. This is item number one that I got, and item number two, which is the final item, and as you can see by my face, probably gives some hints of what I got. I got the mini controversy palette. If you watched my last video, I gave kind of a spiel of how launch day went for me on the Jefree Star website. I was on it at 10 a.m. and it crashed. I just couldn't get what I wanted. So I waited later in the day to hop back on and try to get something. And Jefree Star actually posted on his Instagram that, you know, now is the time. They've kind of fixed and updated the website. So if you wanted to purchase things, do this, 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 and this. So I actually wanted to get the huge palette, or the big main palette, but it was sold out. We got the mini controversy, which I'm actually not upset about. I really was like, that was my second choice if the palette sold out. So here she is. Oh my gosh, I cannot even believe that I have one. I had to, and I'm so excited. So of course, if you watch the series, you would know what the palette looks like, but just in case, OMG. I don't even know what look I'm gonna create today, but this is the palette, and I love that it has a mirror. I think the last time I checked, they did a back or like a pre-order sale, and of course the main palette sold out of the pre-order, but still had mini controversy palettes, I think, for sale. I don't know as of today if there is any for sale. Let's swatch this so you can decide for yourself if it's even worth getting. I would have to say, by looking at it firsthand, there's definitely a lot of colors that I think I wouldn't expect from a small palette, because I would think you would put in colors that you would most likely use. Either way, we will swatch them. So I'm just gonna use my arm. The first color I'm gonna go with is Flat Earth, which is this periwinkle blue. For me, I feel like this shade, it is a bit chalky. Let's do Cry on My Couch. I actually like this shade because it's a perfect brow bone shade, for me at least. That also looks a bit chalky. Next is my boyfriend's purse. This is like kind of like a metallic kind of shade. Ooh, that is so stunning, swatched. But I want to show you how soft the shadows are. As you can see from my fingers going into the colors on the top three, they've kind of smudged the print that is in the eyeshadow, so they are super soft. I really like that shade, my boyfriend's purse. Even these shades together could be a look. It could be a look. But let's do Controversy. Ooh. I do have this kind of idea that pastel shades are a bit more chalky than other shades. As you can see with Controversy, it is more opaque, and to me it's not as chalky, but I do, sorry, my arm's hurting. I do feel like more pastel colors like the sky blue and even Crown My Couch can be chalky, because I think it's hard to achieve those colors in like a formula that you would want it to be in, if that makes sense. I don't know, I don't make makeup, I don't even know how makeup is made, but if that makes sense. Next is Diet Root Beer. I feel like this is going to be the perfect transition shade for me in this palette. Oh yeah, definitely. I would have to agree that this is not as chalky as the first two. Next is My Apology, which I am kind of obsessed with this shade, and I think I might use it today. And if you watch my last video, I am in kind of like a fall look mood, and that's only one swatch. So good. It definitely has the same quality as my boyfriend's purse, and they're both like shimmer metallic shades, so I do think that, you know, those produce better quality than matte lighter shades. Next is Exposed. It's like a lilac or a light lavender shade, and it's actually like a really pretty shade, I'm not gonna lie, but it does have that same quality as the first two. Next we are doing Cancelled, which is actually a really pretty color, and this is two swatches. So pretty, such a pretty color. I'm not a stranger to color. I love playing around with colors, so definitely will probably have it happen sometime. So next is the Simulation, which is a gorgeous dark blue. Perfect for like winter looks if you're for that type of thing. Once again, it is like a metallic shimmer shade. Whew, my arm is tired. That is all the eyeshadows swatched on my arm with just my fingers. The quality isn't too bad except for the pastel shades. I feel like with pastel shades, even with like yellows or whites, they've been chalky for me in other palettes too. I do kind of feel limited with the palette, and that could be just me. That could be my artistic perspective, not really seeing a variation of looks in my head. But for me, I see like a lot of different kinds of looks using two eyeshadows at a time. We're still gonna create something, and we're gonna use our cute pig mirror, and we're just gonna get into this look. I honestly don't know what I'm gonna create, so we will see. The first color I'm going to pick up is Diet Root Beer. There is some kick up from touching my brush to the eyeshadow, but like I said when I was swatching, they are soft, so it's expected. I'm just picking some up, and then I'm going to be applying it to my crease. So this is my third Jefree Star palette, so I am familiar with Jefree Star shades. Sometimes they're easy to blend and sometimes they aren't. It's not bad, it is blending, so that's good. I just don't want to go in with more products because I want to see how much I can blend out of what I applied, which is quite a lot. It's actually a really nice crease shade. I'm gonna pick up some more Diet Root Beer just to deepen up this crease. Next, I'm gonna go in with My Apology. I'm picking it up on a flat brush, and I'm going to pack this on my lid. It's such a pretty shade. So I'm just going to be applying it all over the crease. And then out here, I'm going to wing it a bit. It would probably be a lot easier with tape, but I'm gonna take the brush I used earlier with no product, and I'm just going to blend it. So I'm just blending the edges just a bit. So next I'm gonna go in with Cry on My Couch, and I'm going to apply that to my brow bone. So I'm gonna go in with My Apology again, just kind of deepen up this look we got. So I have to say there's quite a bit of fallout from the eyeshadow. We're still blending her out. I feel like I want a little bit more oomph from this eyeshadow, My Apology. So I'm gonna wet my brush. I'm gonna pick some up. So I definitely like what that did with wetting the brush. I do feel like I have a bit more vibrancy to the color, kind of what I was looking for when looking at the pan. But this whole like darkness on camera thing happening, I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's like the angle, but in person I'm not getting that darkness. See, I'm not really getting it. So that's probably just my eye. But anyways, I'm also going to apply My Apology to the lower lash line. That is pretty much it for the eyeshadow. I'm gonna kind of complete this eye. I'll do it with you guys so you guys can see what I do. So I am going to line my eyes, but I'm not gonna do a wing because we have like a wing look going on with the eyeshadow. So I'm just going to kind of smoke out my lash line. So I'm taking Maybelline gel liner in Blackest Black, and I'm literally just going to line my lash line. Then I'm going to take a black eyeshadow and just smoke out that line. And then with a pointed brush, I'm just going to start blending the line. Tati Lashes in TL5s, which is a heavier lash, but I feel like it's appropriate for this look. While I wait for the lash glue, I'm going to take, this is IT Cosmetics No Tug Gel Liner, and I'm going to line my waterline. I am going to apply my boyfriend's purse to my inner corner. I'm going to attach these lashes. Like I said, this lash is a lot heavier, a lot fluffier, but I feel like it fits the look. I feel like my eye looks so much bigger than this eye that it looks crazy. I'm gonna do this eye off camera and then I will come back and close out the video. So here is the completed look using the Shane Dawson and Jefree Star Controversy palette. As you can see, we kind of have a monotone look going on here with our burgundy dark red wine vibes. I'm feeling it. I'm down for this kind of look. I don't really feel like anything really stood out to me with the palette, as in, do I feel like the formula is the best I've ever used? No. I do definitely have to agree that this is Jefree Star formula for sure. It is very similar to his other palettes, so I don't think there was like a new formula formed specifically for the Shane Dawson palette. I do feel like there are a few shades in here that I will definitely use or have to keep the palette on hand in order to use, or either figure out how to depot it out of the palette. But honestly, I love the packaging of this palette, so I don't want to depot it. I like when a palette is out of the box so that it gives you shades that forces you to play with it, that forces you to test around or play around with color. Probably one more neutral shade, maybe a black or a dark brown would have been a nice touch to the palette, like a matte kind of shade. Would kind of balance it to give it like that overall eye look if you just wanted to take the palette on its own, you know, type of thing. That is my unboxing and creating an eyeshadow look using the Shane Dawson and Jefree Star Controversy palette and my pig mirror. I'm so obsessed with it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you purchased anything from the collection, I would definitely love to hear about it down below. I don't know if I'll be purchasing anything more from the collection. I did really want the palette, but it's kind of like I wanted it the day of, and if I don't get it after that, I'm like, you know, I don't really care for it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe so you can be notified of, yes. So don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications so that you can be notified of videos that I post in the future. Definitely give this video a like if this is a kind or a type of video that you want to see or that you enjoy watching. I don't even know if that made sense. If you want to keep up with me elsewhere, you can follow me on Instagram, which is always down below in the description box. And at the end of this video, I don't think I have anything else to say. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in my next one.